Hey friends. So I started this page to talk about fun stuff, right? Fashion, food, home decorating, things that can be creative and we have fun with. But this last week has been crazy. My generation has seen something that we never have before. Previous generations may have, but mine hasn't. We saw a young man be assassinated in public for standing for things that he believed in. Charlie Kirk, you may not have agreed with everything that he said and stood for, and that's fine. You don't have to. I don't think human beings are supposed to agree on every single little thing, right? We're all individual, we're all unique, we all have our own experiences and perspectives, and I think that's the way God designed us as the human race. But there are definitely some fundamental things that are across the board truths, universal truths. And this man stood for what he believed in and his faith and the principles that he wanted to live by, which I think is why he impacted the younger generations, even the older generations. I shouldn't limit it to the younger. That's why he impacted so many people in this country and around the world. You can respect someone who actually has the boldness, the courage, the conviction, and the effectiveness to share what they truly believe in. Because let's be honest, I'm your friend, but most people don't even know what they believe, right? Have you ever asked yourself that? What do I believe? Not what other people have said or what I grew up around hearing people say, but what do I as an individual believe? What do I stand for? What do I want to be known for? Those type of questions. I think it comes back to our identities. How do you know your identity? Right? If you don't know your identity, the world's going to tell you the identity that you should have. And it may or may not be the right one. So you may say, hey, how do I figure out my identity? Well, the way that I've done it is I've asked my Heavenly Father, hey, who did you make me to be? And it says in His Word, I have fearfully and wonderfully made you. I knew the numbers of hair on your head. I knew you before you were even formed in the womb. There's a destiny each one of us have. And part of our life's journey is going down that path and figuring out what that is. It's a process. We're human. We're not always going to get it right, and that's okay. But when you are a child of the Most High God and you believe in His Word and His promises and what He says, you can live a life that's very effective here on the earth. And Charlie Kirk was someone that we watched be very effective in things that he believed and stood for and the principles that he wanted to see abound in this country. So whether you believe everything that he said or not doesn't matter. You can respect another human for knowing that about himself. So I would encourage all of us, really, to understand your identity. Know in whom you can find that identity. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, message. And I'll help you as best I can because someone did that for me once too. So let's not forget our humanity. We have more in common than we have different. And really what the world needs is more love, right? Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And God so loved the world that He sent His only Son. He loves us. And so we should love each other because we have more in common than we do different. So, next post will be back to fun, but I just wanted to share a few thoughts and encourage everybody today to just share more love. Bye.